right? First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Halam Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rachak which is all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, in the name of his son, Yahweh Shah, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Honors and salutations to Austin Seakim, throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring, and honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. All right? I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I come out here week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America. And this week I got out here a little late, but it's all according to the spirit, because man's goings is not of himself. All right? But hopping right into it, man. Right now, like, every week, man, say the same thing. And you people are living in real interesting times, man. You know? What you just had, America just did a false flag on that Japanese oil tanker. You know? And tried to get everybody around them to basically to go at Iran. Now Iran came back at America and shot a drone down. You know? So that's getting everything popping for World War III. Then Donald Trump, what he wanted to do? He wanted to go at Iran, but he pulled out at the last minute. And he talking about the reason why he did it, because they was going to kill 150 people compared to nobody that died on that unmanned drone. When the fuck Esau ever care about that, man? You know? When did Esau ever care about an unarmed drone? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo. Matter of fact, first of all, when was Esau ever fair, man? Now all of a sudden, it's the end times. Now all of a sudden, Esau is fair. After they raped, robbed, and murdered the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of faces, you worried about 150 people dying? That's a bunch of bullshit, man. And also, you know, Esau's shit is being they being called out on their stuff, man. You know? They being called out on a lot of bullshit they doing. All right? You got the military now all of a sudden, you know, they admitting that UFOs exist. I was talking to the dude today at my job, and he was like, yo, man, I forgot the dude name that he said, you know? But basically he was like, yo, man, the dude, he was exposing all, like, he worked on the UFO and all that. Which they not even UFOs, man. That's what they tell y'all. And now people believe that, man. They're chariots of who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's Israel's salvation. That's America's judgment, man. You know? That's America's judgment, man. Them so-called UFOs that these people are talking about. And you got the Pentagon and niggas that's talking about, yo, I work for the CIA. When they even came out themselves. When they even came out themselves and said, yo, we're a bunch of liars, basically, in the video. And they do it jokingly. And that's the things that Esau does. They joke around, but they be telling you the God's honest truth, man. You know? They crafty. Like that song from Scarface, they called Smart. They smart. Because they put things in songs television shows, movies, cartoons, you know? And they tell you the truth. They put it in comedy, and everybody laugh at it, but they telling you the truth, man. But anyway, I'm gonna hop into these chariots real quick. First scripture I'm gonna bring out is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and 7. All right, because now they admitting that these UFOs, which they're not UFOs, they're IFOs, the chariots of Israel, man. That's the salvation of Israel, the children of Israel. They know exactly who we are. But our people in the front and bullshit and play games and be other nations. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Salakia, because of him, even so. All right? So the Lord, when he come back, you look at up in the sky now, and they say he coming with clouds. Those clouds are talking about chariots. The instruments, that's the angels, the vehicles that the angels use to move around, man. All right? Which I personally saw one of those vehicles, man. And I know a lot of other brothers can attest to that too. You know, it's a song from, what's that, Gangstar, called Above the Clouds and all that, man. They said where knowledge is there, technology, new technology, the way for peace. And there was an Edomite saying that, like when you, because they played a clip from an Edomite talking. All right? So yeah, they know what's up there, man. They know their chariots. And I'm talking about the higher ups, the higher Edomites, man. Not the average everyday Edomite that walks up and down the street. They don't know. You know? And then a brother just did a video talking about the Navy bugging out over the chariots. They keep seeing chariots. There's been a whole lot of chariot sightings, what they call UFO sightings, you know, since I think, well, I want to say 1945. Shalom, since 1945, there's been a whole lot of chariot sightings. All right? So what's that? That's how you know that salvation is near. As the scriptures tell you, salvation is nearer than you believe, man. All right, I'm gonna read that again. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. All right, so that cloud is talking about what? A chariot, man. Which the chariots can take any form that they want to. Like if you go to the other scriptures, say when we got let out of Mizraim the first time, it said a cloud by day, a fire by night. All right, so that was a chariot that what led us out of Egypt, Mizraim. All right. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. So everybody on the planet Earth, when the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua crack that sky, everybody gonna see him, man. And that's coming real soon. Just like we coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, that's right around the corner. Which people right now, they believe in their own personal gods and all that. That's cool. But you're gonna see who's the real power. You're gonna see who's the real God. As the scripture just said, every eye shall see him, man. Every eye not gonna see no Buddha coming out the clouds. Every eye not gonna see no Jesus or no Allah, man. It's gonna be Yahweh Shah, man. A so-called black man that speaks Hebrew, man. The one that you people deny, man. His people, who he came and died for, man. Starting with the elect. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also is pierced him. So damn, that even goes into reincarnation too. Because the ones that pierced him, we talking about over 2,000 years ago when his side got pierced, when he was right here on the earth hanging on that tree, man. So the ones that pierced his side, but you know the story, they're gonna see him too. Why? Because they right back here in the flesh, man. The same way what? The same way the ancient prophets is right back here in the flesh too, man. And everybody real soon is going to get revealed and exposed of who you really are, man. It says, and they also is pierced him in all kindreds, Salaki, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. It says, Aman, so be it. So they going, well, they going to be crying, man, screaming, hollering. That's not going to be a nice day, man. All right? Let's go to Matthew 24 and 30. To back that up. Spirit, come. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 30. It says, and then shall appear, Salakia, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds and heaven with power and great glory, man. Yo, you gotta read that again, man. Because that's heavy. Because that's how he is about to come back. With great glory. You know? With great glory. Just like, matter of fact, and this is on a way lower level. Just like a football team wins what? Damn. Can't think of it right now. But a football team wins the Super Bowl. All right? They win the Super Bowl. So throughout the whole year, they've been practicing, training, playing games. They had scrimmages, and they've been found worthy to what? Win the whole championship. So they fought to what? That moment. So when they come back to their city, they supposed to come in glory. They have like a parade and all that. And they sitting on floats and all that shit. And everybody cheering for them, you know? They did that for Yahweh Shah in the heavens already, man. You know? That's why he got his glory in the heavens right now. But he's coming to get his glory on earth right now, man. He's coming to get that glory on earth. I'm going to read that again. This is St. Matthew, chapter 24 and 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall the tribes of the earth mourn. So why they going mourn? Because when he come back, he's coming to destroy things, man. All right? He ain't coming back to talk. All the talking is going on right now. Through what? His men. When he first came to the earth, what he did, he talked to them. He set up prophets. But what our people do, they want to laugh, mock, and kill the prophets, man. That came to teach you the truth. And the only reason why the prophets came out here, because they loved you. If the prophets didn't love you, they wouldn't come tell you the truth. They'd be like these other wicked ass people, man, and tell you lies, prophesy deceits. Tell you everything's gonna be all right when it's not. That's a person that lies, man. So when he come back, all the tribes of the earth are gonna mourn. Going from heathens to Israelites. 2/3 of our people to the heathens, man. They're gonna mourn. Because great destruction, famine, all that's coming to this place, man. And everybody wanna walk around on a Saturday night like shit is cool. First of all, Yahweh Shem Yahushua took the mirth out the earth already. This place ain't thriving like it used to be, man. All the lies of Esau is getting exposed. But you still don't want to believe on the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know? Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatah. You still don't want to believe on the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? I'm going to read that again. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 7, Salaki and 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So when he come back, he's coming to show his power, man. Just like if you think about the Incredible Hulk, man, right? When the Incredible Hulk was in his David Banner, he was like weak, you know, on some yeah, don't fuck with me shit, you know what I'm saying? And you keep pushing his buttons till he turn into the Hulk and spaz out and start destroying shit. That's the first time, that's when Yahweh Shah came the first time in his earthly body, man. But he still has superpowers in that body. But he just had to what? Be patient. But when he come back to return to this earth, he's coming back in that Incredible Hulk body, man. Matter of fact, grab Isaiah chapter 47 and 1. The point is in verse 3. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Never fails, man. I'm gonna read that again since these assholes every week wanna come out here and do willies and all that shit. You know? This the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and 1. And yo, this goes for these people. As a matter of fact, and this is a twofold scripture, because it says a lot. You know, when it talks about thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame and all that, man. Salaki, thy shame shall be uncovered. That's what's happening right now in America. You know, I watched a video from the brother in Chicago, you know, the brother Malcolm, man. And there was a woman, she was a reporter. When that whole tanker incident happened, when they blew that shit up, you know, set fire to all that, you know, and America was trying to blame it on Iran, they was like, yo, that's some bullshit. I don't even believe that. You know? So this is Isaiah chapter 47 and 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. So America is being taken out of his power seat, man. All right? America basically has no more power, man, in the world. If you go to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, you know, and start reading that tells you about what? Gog and Magog, which is Russia. That's basically playing the protector of all these other different nations, man. All right? They're playing the protector of all these different nations. While America been a bully for what? Forever, man. For so long. But these other nations is tired of it. You know? Matter of fact, keep going. It says, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So these people like, yo, man, fuck America, man. America's not what it's cracked up to be. They're not the people who we thought they were, man. And what they used to tell the people over there, yo, the streets are paved with gold over here. You know? And then the heathens, the other heathens, different nations started coming over here, and they were seeing how much bullshit America was. Well, you had a couple, I believe it was a Moabite years ago. He did I don't want to say a documentary, but he did something to that effect on America and called America out on all this bullshit, man. Called them out on all this bullshit. You know? So America, slowly but surely, that skirt was being lifted off America. Those lies that America was telling is slowly but surely coming to light, man. So right now it's on a high level. Where these other countries like, yo, you're not going to get me to go to war for your bullshit no more, man. All right? It says, take the millstone and grind mill. So a millstone, when you grind something with a millstone, you grind it to powder, man. From a solid element to a powder element, man. A millstone, that's a hell of a stone, man. You know? That's why the apostles got the name, what? Great millstone. Because they grind what? All these different philosophies and doctrines to powder, man. They grinded the powder. So other brothers in Akim can see the truth, man. And if you can't see it after it's been grinded down that fine, all right? Because it's solid at first. When you grind something down that solid, it becomes fine. Where you can see through everything. So if you still can't see through things after they've been grinded fine down for you, hey man, y'all about something that was shine working with you. He not dealing with you. Because this truth is not complicated, man. If Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with you. You got dudes, man, that get all butt hurt, messed up emotionally over things, man, because they can't understand it. And why is that? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not dealing with you, man. It says, take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. So that means you're supposed to uncover everything. And starting with the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, everything in America is being uncovered, shown through what? The scriptures. Through the spirit of who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Machakwadash. Alright? All those things have been exposed, but you still have people to this day that still don't understand it. They don't get it. They can't get it. They won't get it. Because they've been appointed from the beginning times for what? Destruction. They those vessels. Even some dudes that claim to be in the truth, they still don't get it. And they faking moves. And they ass gonna be shown, they gonna get exposed too, man. This is an on and off camera job, man. But you got certain dudes, they come out here, throw the camera on, they super Israelite. You know? They super Israelite. Then when the camera go off, they regular nigga, man. This ain't no game, man. And all the pieces of the puzzle is damn near in play right now, man. They're coming together. You can see the picture now. Anyway, verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. And that was the point I wanted, man. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but it said I will not meet thee as a man. And going back to my original point, when Yahweh Shah came the first time, he was in his fleshly, like we are now, man. All right? He was like we are now. So now what? He went back to the spirit world. And when he come back, just like it said in Revelations 1:7, every eye shall see him. And when they see him, he's going to be in what? His holy form, his spiritual form. Just like you got David Banner, Incredible Hulk. Everybody thought they could do whatever they wanted to do to David Banner. But when he turned into that Incredible Hulk, this shit got real. And that's how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua coming back, man. You know?
Yeah, she's good. She's so good. Give it to me. She's great.
Going to Psalms 104 and 3. Keep talking about these chariots right now. Because that's what you about to see, and a lot of things, a lot of people, military-wise, Pentagon-wise, all that, they starting to see them chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They starting to see Israel's salvation. I'm so tired of these goddamn motorcycles, man. Like they really playing games. Big ass kids, man. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. Spirit. The book of Psalms, chapter 104 and 3. It says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? All right, let's read that again. It says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds of his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind, man? All right? That's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right? And those are the same powers that he has, what he said back then, he gonna give them to who? Us, his men. His elect, first and foremost. Then the rest of Israel going to get it when they have to die by pain, right here. But when they come back in the kingdom, they're going to have it. You know, they're going to have it. But right now we don't have it. And like I say, week in and week out, the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the elect, are about to be shown, man. The same way Esau is being exposed right now, the men of the Lord, the true men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rachak with Dash, is going to be shown, man. But we talking about these chariots right now, man. The salvation of Yasharallah, man. All right? The salvation of Yasharallah. Because that's what we on right now. I'm going to read that again. It's the Psalms 104 and 4. Salakia and 3. Who layeth the heaven, Salakia, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the world, of the Salakia? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? Who can do that? There's only one power that I know, and it's none of y'all powers that y'all call on. Allah, Buddha, you know, Jesus Christ, Malachi York, because niggas looked at him like a fucking god. You know? Niggas was saying, I remember a nigga told me, man, that Malachi York was in the fucking jail cell levitating. And I looked at this nigga like he was out his goddamn mind, man. Malachi York ain't believing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But you had the apostles of TMS go at that dude years ago with his doctrine. Poked holes through it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But hey, man, you got a whole bunch of stumbling blocks out here. Anyway, it says verse 4, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministries of flaming fire? It says, whoa, I'm gonna read that again. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministries of flaming fire, man. So this word is heat. All right? This word is heat. And first of all, it's coming out of our mouths as heat, but you're about to feel that physical heat when them chariots come back. On top of what? The thermonuclear destruction. Because that's the mindset of the men of the Lord right now, is destruction of this place. Because the prophecies are being fulfilled all around you, man. All right? The prophecies are being fulfilled all around you. You see them. It ain't no more, yo, this prophecy happened this year, this prophecy happened that year. Every time you wake up, it's a different prophecy being fulfilled. Matter of fact, prime example, man. And this ain't no prophecy, but just like in Philadelphia, down there in South Philadelphia, I used to walk across the bridge down past Sunk and look at the oil refinery. And I'm like, damn, if a nuclear missile ever hit this place, I said, that's the whole South Philly, Center City, Southwest Philly, right? But you had a little explosion down there, and that shit rocked over there in Jersey. Niggas that lived in South Philly, it was knocking pictures off their wall, man. And that was just a minor explosion. So imagine the depths of the thermonuclear missiles on top of the angels coming back to destroy this place, man. Imagine the capacity of that. And them people down there thought that they was being bombed, man. So they was going crazy. They had no idea what was going on. I guarantee you some of them niggas like, oh, Jesus, and all that bullshit. And them niggas praying to their God, Allah, and all that. But that still ain't helped their ass, man. That still ain't helping. And that was just a preview of what's coming to this place. And that shit made worldwide news, man. And there wasn't no injuries or nothing like that. So them niggas feel like they dodged the bullet. They ain't dodged shit. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is showing you. You can say, warming you up, if you will, man, to the destruction that he's bringing to this place, man. All right? Let's get a little more of these chariots, then we gonna go on some destruction. All right? Matter of fact, this is Psalm 68 and 17. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68 and 17. It says the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place, man. So when it talks about the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushua host, that's talking about the Lord of armies, because the Lord is a man of war, man. Why you think when you go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, man, you know, and it's talking about all the earthquakes in various places and all that, and the Lord spoke of those things from the beginning, because he's a man of war. That's one army you can't go against, man, and win. All right? That's one army you can't go against and win, because what? You got the American army and niggas, all these other different countries, they scared of the U.S. Army, right? But the U.S. Army has nothing on the Lord's army, man. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua created the American army, man. But these niggas playing games, man. Like I said, they playing games, man. Niggas want to ride dirt bikes all fucking night, man. But we on the verge of World War III, man. Alright? We on the verge of World War III. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 7. Alright? Because this is what's going to happen too. While World War III is in full effect. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and 7. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. So that's talking about once World War III is really popping, and they hit them thermonuclear missiles and all that, That's when the Lord going to show his face. All right? He going to show his face and do what? Come back and destroy this place. All right? Just like if you look at the book of what? Daniel chapter 12 and 1. It says, then shall Michael stand up, the archangel. That's in the time of what? Jacob's trouble, which we can grab that next. Matter of fact, let's go. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in the heaven. So, yo, that's talking about what? The destruction of America, man. Right? In the time of Jacob. It's the book of Daniel. Where would that? This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right? So that's talking about, you can go back to that war in heaven, in the book of Revelation, where it's talking about Michael the archangel, you know, fighting against the dragon, which is what? The so-called white man system. All right? Which goes back to what? The Roman Empire. The beast. But the Lord is going to put the spirit on him to fight against him, man. Just like it says it's going to be a time of trouble since it's never been a nation. And you can't really wrap your mind around that. You might hear brothers bring that scripture out back to back daily, man. But if you really sit back and meditate on what that scripture's saying, you gotta look at right now. Like I'll be on Instagram, man. You got dudes sending you shit talking about some yo, our orphanage is fucked up. We don't have any beds, you know. We washing clothes in the river and all that. All right, and that's over there. Think about the Egyptian Empire. All right? The Egyptian Empire. And how Yahweh Shem Yahushua took that empire down. Think about the Roman Empire and how that empire went down. Think about the Greek Empire. Think about the Babylonian Empire. Think about Sodom and Gomorrah. And how the Lord destroyed them places, man. And you tie all of them up into one, and that's going to be, that ain't even going to hold a candle to what America's got coming for it, man. For one, the pride of these people out here. They real prideful. Like the scripture saying, I believe it's Ezra. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? Because that's all you are, is earth and ashes, man. You come from the ground, but you walk around prideful as hell. Pride going forth before destruction, and a haughty look before a fall. You know? Like the Lord is not playing no games with you people, man. Everybody walking around in the matrix right now, man. They walking around like a horse with the covers on the side of their face so they can't see left or right. They just see straight. And when they seeing straight, that's all that Esau has put in front of your face. And that's all you can see. But you can't see the whole picture. when it's actually is right in front of your face. You just under that spell, man. Like the scriptures say, the deceiving, the deceivers are his, man. In fact, we're gonna bring out one more, man. Acts 1. Start at verse 1. Acts 1 and 9. Because the same way, Salaki, that Yahweh Shah, you know, the same way that Yahweh Shah was brought up into the cloud, which that cloud was a chariot, that's how the elect are going to be beamed up too. That's how the elect are going to be beamed up. Where you think Star Trek got that shit from? Beam me up, Scotty. And then they had a spaceship and all that. So Esau knows the truth. Those people in Hollywood know the truth. But they put a lot of truth in sci-fi, science fiction. And there you go with that word, science and fiction. Because they try to use science to try to explain everything. But you're about to see some things in your lifetime now in the time of Jacob's trouble by a man doing that you can't explain by science, man. Especially when the men get beamed up on those chariots, man. All right? This is the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight. There you go. It said a cloud received him out of their sight. It wasn't no actual cloud, man. It was a chariot. He got beamed up. The same way I believe it was Elijah that went out, man. The same way Elijah got beamed up. That's the same way the men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah gonna get beamed up. Right in front of your faces in the time of Jacob's trouble through the hour of temptation after they successfully go through their trouble, man. After they try through that fire, man. While the rest of you are going to perish, man. We'll read that again. This is the book of Acts, chapter 1 and 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahweh Shah, which is taken from which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So they're saying, yo, and that goes back to what? Back into Isaiah 47, man. The same way he got taken up is the same way he gonna come back, man. So he got taken up in the glory, and who saw it back then? The men that was around him. Everybody ain't see that back then. You know? Everybody ain't see that back then. But everybody gonna see him come back in all his glory and his power. Because if everybody saw it back then, they'd be like, oh shit, we fucked up. We put this man to death. And we were wrong. But then they try to make similar stories, man. You know? They try to make similar stories. Like you got niggas talking about ISIS, Zeus, all that garbage, man. You know? And those chariots, man, that's why he's called the Lord of Hosts, man. Because those chariots are armies, man. They're vehicles for destruction. For what? To this place. Those are the same vehicles that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. They had thermonuclear power back then, man. Nuclear power back then, man. But they had them chariots. The same chariots that led us out of the land of Mizraim, Egypt, the house of bondage, man. A cloud by day, a fire by night, man. But y'all people playing games like this ain't real. And yo, the same government that you trust is starting to tell you the truth. They starting to tell you the truth. Why? Because the men of the Lord come out here faithfully, week in and week out, telling it. Yo, these niggas and these dirt bikes, man, y'all pray the Lord destroy their ass, man. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Akak with God. Fuck like us. Always want to disrupt the word, man. Week in and week out, want to disrupt the word. You know? Get into the destruction of this place, man. Alright? Because that's where my spirit at. On the destruction of Babylon. Abba Babal, Mawaf Babal. I want swift destruction to this place. Grab Matthew chapter 25 and 13. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 13. Spirit, man. But why y'all bossing outside? This is Matthew chapter 25 and 13. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, but he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. All right, so we don't know when Yahweh Shem Yahushua coming back. When Yahweh Shah going to crack them clouds, he don't even know, man. But he taught us to watch. All right, you go to Isaiah chapter 62 and 6. He said a watchman, man. All right, he said a watchman to do what? To watch daily, constantly. To warn the people when trouble's coming. Whether the people take heed and listen or they don't. Matter of fact, let's go to Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. Spirit. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, again, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. All right, I'm going to read that again. Verse 2, it says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. So setting a man up for the watchman means you chose somebody to watch over your people, man. But ultimately, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua setting up men to do what? Come out here and prophesy. All right? The same way he set up Ezekiel, he set up Jeremiah, he set up Hosea, he set up Zephaniah, he set up all the prophets, man. Habakkuk, you know, Micah. He set them all up. Isaiah, because Isaiah talks about what? Being a watchman, man. All right? It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. So, that's why he set a watchman. Because the men of the Lord come out here on the highways and byways, man, the highways and hedges, to warn the people of what's coming to this place. Because everybody don't be on YouTube watching the right things, man. Come on, man. It's always chaotic out here, man. But it's coming a time when 911 not even going to work, man. All right? 911 not even going to work. I'm going to read that again, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and 3. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So that's why the men of the Lord come out here, week in and week out. Doing what? Prophesying, telling you what's coming to this place, man. All right? Why? So the blood don't be on our hands, it's going to be on your head. Because what? We warned you. Lord's willing, I'll be a part of that number. And everybody that come past and walk past and hear the sound of my voice, the vibration is out there. So you hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, so you know what's going on. You can't deny it and say that you haven't heard. All right? You can't deny it and say that you haven't heard, man. Like the woman said, people don't listen. That's the God's honest truth right there. People don't listen. Especially to the truth. Niggas sit here right now and tell you, yeah, I know something's going on. I know everything's happening in the world, but it ain't gonna happen in my lifetime. You out your goddamn mind, man. Because it's gonna happen in your lifetime, man. It's already happening. The book of what, Ezekiel 38's playing out. You got brothers talking about the book of Acts 20th chapter playing out. But the scriptures is false though. Time is coming when you go and seek these words, man. And you ain't gonna be able to find them, man. That time is coming real soon, man.
I'll be there.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and 5. It says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. So you that listen to these words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Lord could deliver you, man. Why? Because you're going to cleave onto a man of the Lord. A true man of the Lord. Not just a dude coming out here faking, pump faking, just speaking these words that he don't believe in, man. Because you got a lot of that shit going on right now, man. These niggas want to be seen of men. And for that, it's a reward for that too, man. And it's called destruction. By who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Ba'ashem Rakapadash. So the time for getting it is right now. Which we could go to Jeremiah chapter 16 and 16 and bring that out. Because right now fishing season is open. Alright? It's fishing season right now, but fishing season is almost over, man. It's about to be hunting season. All out hunting season. You know? Race wars about to pop off. You people have no idea what's about to happen in this place, man. But all you worried about is on a Saturday night is coming out here pussy chasing, dick chasing, drink chasing, drug chasing, or whatever the hell you into. But you're not chasing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Why they right here to be found? Why they right here to be heard, man? Because you about to have martial law pop off. You know? Concentration camps. Which they coming to throw the people in. All these things are coming to this place, man. Like I listened to this song, The Sun Shower by the RZA, right? And he talks about the destruction, you know? He talks about the race wars, man. So he know, even though he working with the power on the left. And this is an old song. I believe that joint came out like in the 90s, man. The Sun Shower. But he said, because we're approaching the final hour. He said this world's about to explode in the hatred. be around your family and children. You ain't supposed to be around your goddamn family and children. You supposed to be seeking the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Ba'ashem Rachach. Seek him early while he may be found, man. Because the same way he hid his face from us back then, he about to hide his face from you niggas again. His face is already hidden to 2/3 of the people, man. Because they don't believe in him, period. Back in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and 6, it says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. All right? So his blood, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua going to recover at the watchman's hand. All right? So we are watchmen, man. We supposed to be out here watching the current events, telling the people, man. Warning them, letting them know. On the internet, the unicorn, and in your everyday daily life, man. You don't just come out here on a unicorn warning people. This is a job, man. What they say, a 9 to 5. Matter of fact, this is a career, man. And when you got a career, you want salary. So they can call you in at any time, man. So when you in this truth, any given time, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua can be like, yo, speak to that man. Warn him. Tell him, I want you to. It could be for his salvation or for his destruction. But you have to warn him. You have to warn him. This ain't no goddamn joke, man. But you niggas think it is, though. You love it. And the main thing in the hood, niggas be like, yo, I'm just trying to live my life, man. I'm minding my own business. If they don't bring it to me, I don't got nothing to do with it. That's the mindset that Esau put you niggas in, man. He broke us, man. Broke us down. Spiritually and physically, man. To the point there's no fight left in Jake. Only people that got that real fire and that real fight in them is the men of the Lord, man. The ones that really believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Rachach, man. And the rest of these other gods are false, they're idols, they're fake, and the Most High is about to destroy them and exploit them. Verse 7, it says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them for me. So we ain't warning the people for ourselves. We're warning you for who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Why? Because these words was already written down and we know it's coming. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. We know it's coming, man. All right? And it's a sense of urgency. All right, it's a sense of urgency. It ain't time to play games and laugh and joke. Just like the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, talks about it's a time and a season for everything, man. And right now we at what? We at war. Spiritual warfare, and it's about to be physical warfare. Donald Trump just was about to attack Iran. All right? He was about to attack Iran. Y'all was like my mom used to say, you survived from the skin of your teeth, and you don't got no goddamn skin on your teeth. That's how thin shit was, man. That's how close you was to your whole life being turned upside down, man. But it's still coming, man. You about to have an economic collapse where you ain't even gonna be able to go in the bank and get your money out. You ain't gonna be able to go in the bank and get out your money because they gonna freeze your assets. Tell you gotta get this RFID microchip. That's the new currency. The price of oil shot up because they bombed that tanker over there. But niggas worried about going to college, man. Worried about the next party. You out of your mind, man. You know? You people have been deceived, man. I'm gonna read that again, verse 7. It says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt have, Salakia, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them for me. So, like I said, we warning the people for who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not for ourselves, and also ultimately for ourselves too. So the blood, our blood won't be required at your blood won't be required at our hand. It'll be on your own head. You know? It'll be on your own head. So if you hate the words that's coming out this book, you don't hate us. And that's what brothers gotta understand when you come into this truth, man. Because you got some dudes that still get emotional in this truth, man. These people talk shit to you and everything. They did the same thing to the Lord, man. And that's the spirit that's on them people, man. They don't hate you personally. They hate who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Rachach V'das. Alright? Your whole job and duty is what? To come out here and speak the truth, man. Go into the history. Go into the prophecies. You know? Go into the destruction. Everything is a balance, man. Verse 8 says, when I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked for his way, from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. And that's what you don't want. It says, nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to return from it, if he do not return, Salak, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. All right? So that's the importance of coming out here teaching this word, man. That's the sense of urgency. Coming out here on the highways and hedges speaking this word, man. So you can't say that you ain't never heard it. You can't say that you wasn't warned. You can't say that you wasn't on board of Cecil Beatmore on June the 22nd. You can't say that you ain't seen what you might call a crazy man out there speaking the truth, man. It ain't no passes. Verse 10 says, therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus he speaks, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live? Saying to them, As I live, said Yahweh shall power, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and Salakia, and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel, man? All right, so Yahweh Shah, basically, he wants you to turn from your wicked ways, man. All right? He said he ain't take no pleasure in killing his people, man. But you niggas are wicked as hell. But he not going to take pleasure in putting you to death, but it has to be done. Just like a parent say when they're about to whip your ass, man. It's going to hurt me more than it hurts you. But when you understand all these things and you know what's going on, it's like, hey, man, this is what has to be done. And you got to get that tight gut, that manly gut. You know, when the Lord put the spirit on you to do so and handle your business, man. Because all these spirits out here right now deserve what? Death, man. Why? Because they're not worshiping Yahweh Shah. They out here still smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, smoking K2, smoking crack, all types of fucking bullshit, man. Shooting up dope and all that, man. Putting all them different demons and things on themselves, man. Inviting those spirits into their temple so they take over, man. So that house has been defiled, man. There's no repentance in them, man. And the only thing left for them is what? Death. And I'm talking about you 2/3 of Israel to be brought back into your right mind, man. Even dudes that claim to be in the truth, that's being facetious, being busybodies, causing discourse amongst other brothers' camps. They wolves in sheep's clothing, man. It's Revelation chapter 16 and 15. Salah, 16 and 15. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 16 and 15. It says, behold, I come as a thief. Salah. Yeah, that's it. Come.
Caution. Bus is turning.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and 15. It says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. All right? I'm going to read that again, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and 15. It says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keep his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. All right? So you don't want to be out here assed out, man. How they say in the world, yo, that nigga was assed out like a fat bitch in a bikini. You don't want to be found like that, you know? You want to keep your garments clean, man. Don't meddle in other men's affairs, man. You know? When you're around older brothers or elderly brothers, you keep your words to a minimum, man. You be humble, man. You don't try to go here acting like you got a little bit of truth and you acting like you on the same I don't want to say pedestal, a podium as the apostles, man. The ones that taught you this truth. You gotta stay on your watch, man. Watch it. Cause this thing is about to pop off, man. And everybody out here, they not watching for nothing, man.
Brother, can I ask you one thing?
Go ahead, brother.
Can you pray for me?
Pray for you.
Yes, sir. Can you pray for me right now?
I thought some prayers for you, man.
I'm
There's a lot of things you
struggling.
gotta do. What you struggling with?
Life.
We all are.
I'm struggling with life.
We all are, bro.
All right? Let's ask you. Just pray for me. That's it. Yada. Just pray for me.
I pray for you. If it be the Lord's will, it's gonna happen how it's gonna happen. If it be His will, I pray for you, brother.
So I ask you.
What's your name? Who? Father, I got you.
I was like, everything going this way. And trying to do the right thing. But I'm nobody else. This I don't do that. I'm trying to do the right
But you smoke cigarettes, man?
thing.
You gotta stop all that. That's not living righteous, bro. I used to smoke cigarettes myself. I care about him more, man. Everything gonna go against you. Everything should be turned. Hey, man, you might be one of those dudes the Lord be trying to call at the last hit, man. Because the doors of repentance ain't closing. They're closing. They're closing. And once that door is shut, once you don't see the men out here on the highways no more, it's over. All hell gonna break loose. What's the Lord? What's the name of the Lord?
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Close. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Remember that. No, Yahweh. Yahweh. Oh, you gotta know his name, bro. His name is important. Yahweh.
Name was, I ain't what I am.
Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Howeh exists. That's the name he gave Moses.
He asked Moses, he said,
Who sent me? He said, I am, right? It's translated to Yahweh. He ain't say he exists in me. No, he said he exists in me. He ain't say I exist in me. That's what you get at Yahweh. Yahweh. I exist.
So they say what I am.
I mean, he exists.
Did he say that I am what I am?
He said that. But it translates to Yahweh. You gotta know the Hebrew, bro.
Okay, well, I don't know who.
You gotta study that.
I'm gonna ask you to pray for me.
Gotcha, bro.
All right, my brother. Thank you, man.
What up?
And God bless you.
You too, bro. Stay strong, man.
I'm gonna be there.
Stay strong. Back in the book of Revelations, chapter 16. Oh my God. Yo, pray, yo, do that in the time of Jacob's trouble and see where that gets you. These niggas walking around praying to false gods like that shit gonna save their ass, man. Niggas is fucking crazy, man. Like you trying to put up some spirits. And Allah just means God. And you ain't saying nothing. Fucking devils, man. Matter of fact, let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and 21. All right? Because my man said pray for him and all that, right? But he wasn't trying to hear. He said the names, but they were wrong. He said, I am that I am. But our people don't want to listen. So, hey, man, I throw up some prayers for you. I might pray for your destruction. I ain't tell you what I was praying for. You know? I ain't tell you what I was praying for. All right? Just know that I'm going to pray for you. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 21. All right. It says, for then shall be great tribulation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up some more, man. Cause I want you niggas to pray to your God when these times come and see if he come to deliver you. I can guarantee you he not gonna come deliver you. Cause don't none of y'all niggas really know the name of the true power and his son. Y'all call him God and Jesus, Allah and Isa. The fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? That nigga gonna walk past there chanting that shit. But hey, man, guess what? He marked himself. All right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 20. It says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever shall be. You can link that up with what? Daniel the 12th chapter, verse 1, man. There shall be a great tribulation, man. You got the hour of temptation coming, which the whole world is going to have to face, man. Every last one of you people walking up and down the street, man. The hour of temptation is coming for y'all, man. But niggas is tough and all that. You ain't gonna be able to pull no gun in the hour of temptation, man. At all. You think you're gonna bang on Esau? You're gonna die. They gonna kill your children. You gonna get tried, man. You gonna get tried to the third power. Yo, going all the way back because it says no servant is greater than his master, man. So who is our master? Yahweh Shah, man. And he went through it, man. You had Job, he went through it. And he was a servant of who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Abraham, he went through it. He was a servant of who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. King David, he was a servant of who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. But guess what? He had faith and he believed, man. But a lot of you people don't believe nothing. You don't even believe in yourselves. And you think it's a game. This is real life right here, man. When it tells you in the scripture, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, everybody gonna say the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shah and bow down when he come back in his glory, man. Because you disrespect him now, man. But they say you don't respect his gangster. Read that again, man. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor even shall be, nor ever shall be, man. So you can't even wrap your mind around that, man. Like the time is coming, like real heavy tribulation and trials is coming. You think that you going through something, can't pay your bills or whatever, man? That's cupcakes compared to what's about to happen to this place, man. You about to see animals that you never saw in your life, man. Come and start eating people. And whatever Esau has set up in his little laboratories, they about to pull out all stops, man. Better sit back and let that sink in, man. And the most toughest nigga out here, the most gangstiest nigga, he gonna be crying worse than the bitch in those days, man. I would say they gonna sound like a woman that travails when she's pregnant. And women know how it is to have labor pains, how them labor pains hurt and all that, man. These niggas gonna be sounding like that. You had a brother that had a vision, man. He said he was running. He was running in the time of Jacob's trouble, and he heard people behind him screaming. He said when he turned around, he thought it was women, but it was men screaming like that, man. You know? Niggas don't know about Leviathan. Where do you think they get Godzilla from, man? And they just had this big ass shark out there in Tom's River attack a fishing boat. The Lord's setting everything up, man. But guess what? His men is not going to be touched or harmed by none of those things, man. None of them. You ain't going to be able to touch the Most High's men, man. Which they about to be revealed real soon, because you got a lot of posers out here, man. All right? You got a lot of posers out in this world, man. Shalakia, bear with me. Get on these false prophet asses.
Like you.
There we go. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and 16. All right. Because like that nigga Nick Nathaniel said, he said, it's June. Ain't no microchips. It's June. Ain't no microchips. You know? But them niggas over there in Sweden, they been getting chipped. And that punk ass nigga, he travel around the world, man. I seen the picture of this nigga in Uganda, man. All he doing is going around the world, the devil that he is, seeking who he may devour, man. Through that 501c3 charter that nigga got, you know? That's why they don't teach the name of the Lord no more, man. Was before he was teaching it. Same thing with the Comfy's church. But they walk around with these fancy ass garments on, walking around trying to teach the women and all that, like they real men of the Lord. And they not. They false prophets. They blind leaders, man. They leaders of the blind because the niggas that follow them, guess what? They just as blind as the nigga leading them, man. They just as blind. So Isaiah chapter 9 and 16, it says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. All right? I'm going to read that again. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that lead of them are destroyed. All right? So you got a thing called what? The RFID microchip. But a lot of these other different groups, these Israelite groups, they don't teach that that's the mark of the beast. Even that nigga's a bot. He knows it's the mark of the beast, but he be like, you know what, brother? I don't tell him to get it. I heard him say that out of his mouth personally, man, on the phone call. You know? I heard him say that personally on the phone call. He say he tell his congregation not to get it, but he don't teach that it's the mark of the beast, which is in Revelations chapter 13 and 16, man. So you causing your people to err. So if you tell them not to get it, they're like, oh, this nigga said don't get it, but I don't trust that nigga. I'm gonna get it anyway, because we gotta eat. So you're not telling your congregation the truth. You lying to them. You prophesying deceit, speaking smooth things. And for that, your people are going to get destroyed. And that goes back to what? Ezekiel the 33rd chapter, man. Because they ain't warned people.
Oh, never did.
All these things that's going on right now around you is in the scriptures, man.
Talk your shit.
All these things that's going on right now is in the scriptures. And the only way some of you niggas gonna understand is when it's too fucking late. Like the scriptures say, with all thy getting, get understanding. And the time to get understanding is right now, man. What it say for wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. You know? I'm gonna read that one more time, man. This is the book of Matthew, Shalakia. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and 16. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that lead of them are destroyed. Therefore Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows, for everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. So with all that going on, you niggas lying, doing all this folly, this foolery, all right? Doing all that, yo, the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is out still, man. He still got his arms stretched out. Why? Because his men is still out here on the highways and hedges, man. But he ain't taking no pleasure in your children. Why? Because you wicked, man. And he about to put you to death. Let's go to 1 John 4:1, man. Dealing with these fake ass niggas, man. It's the book of 1 John chapter 4:1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they be of the Salakia, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world, man. And that's one thing that our people don't do. They don't try the spirit. They believe every goddamn thing they hear, man. Everything they hear, whatever come out of man's mouth, they don't even do the research, nor do they ask questions. And you can go to the scripture when it says, let the words of Yahweh Bashah Salakia, let the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh be true, and every man found a liar, man. That's why you got, I'm gonna read that again. This is 1 John chapter 4:1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit. So you ain't supposed to go around believing everything you fucking hear, man. That's what them niggas do in church. They go to the pastor and all that, and the pastor tell you a whole bunch of lies, man. A whole bunch of bullshit. Give you prosperity, because all he want is your money. The masjid do the same goddamn thing, man. They're not concerned with your salvation. All they want is your money. Which it tells you in the scripture, riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. I don't give a damn how much money you got, man. You can't buy a ticket for salvation, man. You gotta work that out between you and Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, man. Ba'ashim Rachak Wadash. But leave it up to some of these niggas. You had a pastor over there. That's how retarded these niggas is, man. You had a pastor over there in Africa selling tickets to heaven, man. And they booked that nigga, man. But that's the mindset of these people, man. That's the mindset of these people. The same way they did back in the ancient Egyptian times, man. They had a whole bunch of false philosophies back then too. The same way you got a whole bunch of false philosophies now. And that's the problem with our people, because they think they know every goddamn thing. When it tells you, when it tells you if you think you know anything, then you know nothing. All right? Then you know nothing. I'm gonna end it on this note because this is the time that we living in, and this is what it's coming down to. And this is one of the most major prophecies that we're looking forward to, that we want to happen, man. Because at the end of the day, they already doing it. They got everything set up and play for it. Even when you get on the bus, you get on the SEPTA bus, what you do now, you scan your key card. That key card is going to go from being put in your hand, having it in your hand, to put in your hand, man. That's why they tie everything in there. Your bank account, you put money on that. It's a Visa and a debit card, a MasterCard and all that, man.
At the end of the day,
You gotta register all
at
that.
the end of the day,
You know?
the Quran will never be.
Yo, check this out. What did the Quran tell you? What did the Quran tell you about the Israelites? And I got the Quran right here.
The Quran will never
I got the Quran right here. So if you want to talk shit, I can read something to you. I got the Quran right here. I got the Quran right here. With prophecies in the Quran. With prophecies in the Quran. But you talking shit walking across the street. If you want to have an intelligent conversation, come over here and face me like a man. Come over here and face me like a man and have an intelligent conversation. Instead of walk away talking shit. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And the Quran mentions that the Israelites are the chosen people. And it says that in your Quran. Niggas always want to talk shit. He probably didn't even read the Quran. But I know more about the Quran than that nigga do. And I don't worship no false god, man. Nigga wanna walk in the middle of the street, then talk shit. But that's what the scriptures talk about. In the last days, it's gonna be scoffers, man. So, in the time of Jacob's trouble was coming up, let that nigga pull out the Quran and try to pull some surahs that's going to explain what's going on. And he ain't going to find none. And furthermore, he don't even know who wrote the Quran. Which Israelites wrote it for a war tactic, man. But these people are retarded, man. Man, fuck you, pussy. Crackers always want to rob by talk shit. Like we supposed to be scared of them, man. They are future slaves, man. But this is the book of Revelations because this is the prophecy that we waiting for, man. All right? This is the prophecy, the most major prophecy that's coming right now, which I said they got over there in Sweden, they got over there in Wisconsin. When people actually have chips in their hands. And the CEO from Bank of America, which is across the street, the CEO from Bank of America said he want to cashless society. So what's the only way to have a cashless society? It ain't gonna be no debit cards, because they put chips in your card. They get you used to it. That chip gonna go from being put inside your card to put inside your body, man. And that's gonna be your new currency, the RFID microchip. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that dumbass nigga that walked past talking about that Quran shit, guess what? He gonna get the mark of the beast. He gonna get it. Why? Because he don't got no common sense to know what it is when it's in the Bible, man. All these things in the Bible. The Quran doesn't hold any prophecy in it, man. None whatsoever. And all the Muslim niggas talk about, yo, Muhammad was the last prophet. You don't even know what the word prophet means, man. A prophesy means. Niggas don't understand shit. but got the loudest mouth, man. Unintelligent. Don't even look up words. But these the same niggas talk about they Muslims, but on Ramadan kill they brother when the fucking sun go down. That's righteous. I guess that's righteous. Sell drugs when they break they fast. Oh, I can't sell you no coke now, my nigga. I'm fasting. Get the fuck out of here, man. Them niggas full of shit. That's right, brother. Kwame Nasrallah. Watchman Philadelphia.
See, I'm not with a camp myself. This is my believer. But I came out of the original school. Back in 2002, that's when I left.
Talking about One West?
Yeah, before Taza
I
took
followed the doctrine of GMS.
Oh, you were DMS, so too hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I came out of the school in 2000. Luckily, I got out of there before Taza Doctor took
That's
over.
right, brother.
Yeah.
He a wicked ass dude.
And he getting locked up for it
Yup,
now.
exactly. Man, Kwame Nasrallah.
Yes, sir.
The water Yahal Basim
Yeah.
Yahweh
He getting
by
punished.
Shimakaka Das.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's true, brother.
Right. With the Mosai's punishing him for his lies.
That's right,
He
brother.
getting dealt with.
That's right, that's right.
I did a video about him called Message to Taza Doctor where I went right into him. 'Cause all the brothers in Philly know me, huh?
Then he called himself the Comforter.
The God sent comforter, not just the comforter.
Come
God
on,
sent.
man.
Lion saying he went up to the mountain in 1999, and the Most High sent the Messiah down to talk to him on the mountain.
And that's bullshit.
And he couldn't even show his passport to prove they even went over there. That's what Wakar Corral, you know Wakar Corral knows.
Nah.
But see, I know all the brothers in Philly.
Nah.
Wakar Corral, they could come out young and them. They question him. Show us the passport that you went over. He wouldn't produce it. See, I can take you to the avenues.
You know the history, yeah.
Yeah, I know the history because
Yeah.
I was there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's
I got
right.
out of there now, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get back and everything like that. But you know, I'm not with a camp. I'm just studying on my own now.
Hey man, listen, man, you got stay in the
Yeah.
word, brother.
Right.
You know, if you got the truth, you gotta come out and push it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You gotta be out here. Bro.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, but to tell you, if you put your hand in the plow and turn away, you're not fit to be in the kingdom.
There you go.
You know what I'm
There you go.
saying?
I agree with you. I agree
Come
with
on,
you.
brother.
But as long as this breath in my body is still life, it's
That's
still
right,
time.
brother. Go.
It's still
And
time.
the doors of repentance is closing. You know what I'm saying? They almost shut, bro. They closing fast, man.
I agree.
Look, this is the end time, and when you walked up, I was just going into the RFID Michael.
Oh, Market Beast.
There you go, bro.
Market Beast.
But the Taza Doc and them, they don't teach that.
They don't?
No, they don't teach that, man.
I thought that they did teach the
No,
chip.
they don't teach about the chip.
Okay.
They teach Jesus Christ, the same thing with IUIC, ISUPK.
Oh, Johanna and the brothers.
Yeah, man.
See, I know Johanna personally. I mean, Johanna.
I went to this school one time when
What,
I first
Abu
came
Dhabi?
in. Yeah, when I first came in, when I started learning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But something wasn't right with that.
Yeah. Did you
know what I'm
see
saying?
Johanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Johanna
He
personally.
looks like a fucking con man.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's saying that he's stepping in Tazadoki's place now, saying that he's the only one who can teach now. You know what I'm saying?
And yo, they tell you that.
Yeah.
They say ISUPK is the
Right.
home of the truth.
Right.
And they
Right.
go back to One West.
Right.
Which was what? The UPK.
Right,
You
but
know what
see,
I'm
they're
saying?
not the original UPK.
Yeah.
The real UPK is up in Harlem, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the original
Harlem.
school used to be down 33rd and Dolphin, and then they moved down Kensington and Allegheny. That's the real UPK. They just changed their name to the Israelite Church of God Jesus Christ. See what I'm saying? He stole the name. He took the name out. To get the history of that so you can make videos of it. I'm the guy. I can tell you the history of Philadelphia, how it all broke down. Because I was there almost 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
And yo, hey man, that's the spirit that you came up. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit that you came up.
That's it.
Because yo, the Lord, he's uncovering everything right now.
He's unraveling everything. You see all the trouble that Tazadaki is in now.
That's right,
Basically,
bro.
what that is he was embezzling money.
That's right.
Stealing money from the congregation and embezzling it and trying to launder it through his Black Icon record company, which is not a fraudulent
Wow.
record company. So
Wow.
you're the God-sent comforter, but you're doing all this deviancy. How you the God say comforter, bro? You know what I'm saying? How you doing all this decency?
But yo, he got the people, like, me and them get into it, man.
Oh, have you gotten into it though?
Yeah, all the time.
Where they come out here?
No, I'll be down there. 'Cause I'll be close to their school. So I walk through and I just start speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? The security guards how to rough me up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got into it before. They're like that.
Then I saw them on 22nd and Lehigh.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And they was, hey, man.
They ran up
just-
on you?
No, I was slapping on them.
Okay.
But they kept saying Jesus Christ.
I'll wait till the next one. That's all right.
But they kept saying the name Jesus Christ and all that.
Well, I normally just say because the average people out here don't really know the name, Yahweh Shai, or other brothers say Ahaya, or things like that.
It's Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, but the thing is, I normally say that just so brothers know what I'm talking about. Then once they come in and then you can feed them and then tell them. But you know, initially they're not going to understand that.
You gotta tell them.
Yeah, you got.
I don't use that name, Jesus Christ.
Right.
That's a false name.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know that J is only 500 years old.
Yeah, the J was introduced through the Vulgate text,
right,
St.
brother.
Jerome.
That's right,
That's
brother.
where the J came. There was
That's
no
right.
J in Hebrew.
That's right, brother.
Yeah.
This is 1611.
Yeah, that's the most accurate to
that?
read.
Huh? Nah,
Yeshua.
Yahweh
But
Shai.
some people say Yeshua.
Yahweh Shai.
There's so many various names.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Man.
There's so many various names
That's
for the
it.
Messiah that people use.
Oh, you got a lot of titles.
Yeah.
You got one name. Just like when you say Caesar, what Caesar are you talking about?
Yeah, names are
Caesar is just like saying president. But what
Right.
president are you talking about? That's a title.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
title, right.
You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, he was, what they say?
That's why you say Caesar Augustus.
That's right.
Julius Caesar.
That's right, bro.
Right.
So you know what they talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Separate 'em.
That's right. It's
Right.
all titles, man.
Right.
So if you don't say
Title.
like, yo, we coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, but I was just reading in Daniel chapter 12 and 1. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to call on the name, right? The name is important, but if you don't call on the right name, how you gonna be delivered?
exactly.
He not gonna hear you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you walking up the street, somebody be like, yo, mister.
Yeah.
10 niggas might turn
Exactly.
around.
Exactly.
But when they say your name,
Exactly.
you the only one that's going to turn around
exactly.
and look like
Exactly.
now you hear them. You know what I'm saying?
Distinguish, point you out.
Come on, man.
Right.
Like this ain't no joke, bro.
Exactly right.
You know?
Right, brother.
You go up to the camp with Tahar and the brothers?
Yeah, I
up
went
there?
up there before.
Okay.
But I'll go up there now with the brothers in Newark.
Oh, North.
GTA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're not with GMS no more?
No. I mean, I'm still out following the doctrine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's brothers down there in Center City.
Cool.
There's still my brothers, Great Millstone in Philadelphia.
Oh, I never. Oh, yeah. Yes.
They be on Market Street.
Yeah.
On Central Market.
Okay.
They still my brothers, man.
Right.
You know, I can breeze through there and just chop it up with them, you know, it's mutual respect.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But hey, man, you follow the road that's left traveled.
Right.
It's the same doctrine.
Right.
You know, because every brother, you know, every brother, yeah. Every brother ain't a brother, man.
Right.
You got to always say broad is the way to destruction.
Right. Narrow is the way.
But the narrow, yo, when it's so narrow
is the
that
way.
only one man can walk through at a time.
Right.
You can't walk hand in hand or shoulder to shoulder with a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how narrow it is. But brothers be like, yo, I'm a part of this camp. That's right. They be like, I'm a part of this camp. I'm a part of that camp. But they don't even believe in the doctrine. They just around brothers for their own personal gain. You know what I'm saying? To see what they can get. You know what I'm saying? You see me, I'm by myself.
That's how
You know
I
what
am.
I'm saying?
That's right.
But I'm really not by myself.
Well, you put your videos on YouTube too?
That's right. That's what it's doing right now.
All right. That's
You
what's
know?
up.
It's Watchman Philadelphia, bro.
Well, check this out.
Let me finish this up, man.
Yeah,
And
go
I'm going
ahead.
to close out. I just want to finish the scripture real
Go
quick.
ahead, do your
And we
thing.
can talk to the next bus come.
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So that word mark is karagma, right? Which means to make an incision of imprint in your flesh, to make a cut in your flesh. You know what I'm saying? So like dudes, like you go down, you can go around and listen to other people's doctrines and all that, right? They gonna be like, oh, the mark of the beast is a philosopher. It's sleeping with the white woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read it. But with all those things, right now you still can buy and sell. All right, check it out. It says, verse 17.
Devil always trying his best.
God, no, man, all the time. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 which is Kasa Stigma. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the Greek. So if you talking about the mark of the beast as a philosophy of sleeping with the white woman, you still can buy and sell. You know what I'm saying? The RFID microchip, we about to have an economic collapse in America.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
Exactly.
And the only way you're gonna be able, yo, they did that shit over there in Greece. You know what I'm saying? The bank's about to be shut down.
Yeah.
You probably
Money
only
ain't
be
even
able
gonna
to
be
go.
irrelevant. Right,
Yo, and yo, like I just said
Yeah.
before y'all brothers
Money
walked
ain't
up.
gonna be relevant.
That's right, brother. Before y'all brothers walked up, I was just getting into the CEO of Bank of America, right? He said he want a cashless society.
Check that out.
So what's the only thing you can do that? Do a chip. Right? Which they already have set up. Yeah, they already have. You can get in your leg, your arm.
The devil say time something,
See
Don't
it,
want you
man.
hear the word.
That's right,
Don't want
brother.
you hear it.
That's right, brother. But you can't stop it,
Nope,
bro.
nope,
It
nope.
tells you can't do nothing. It said you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But see, now you recognize that, bro. Most brothers won't even recognize that.
I'm gonna see you
know what I'm
again,
saying?
though, bro.
All right, brother.
See you
Let's
again.
say shalom, brother.
Shalom, bro.
You know? So like when you get that chip and all that, man, that's going to be your new currency.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, because they're going to cause a false flag,
Yeah.
right? Put brothers in concentration camps and all that.
They're gonna start a war and make you, you know what I
Now-
mean? Because you know that it's like they make you get scared, a scared tactic.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you
They make
go.
you believe. So you get scared now, so now you want to follow it.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
now you ain't have no choice.
That's right.
So now they got you caught
There
up.
you go, brother.
Yeah, they
And
got
yo,
you
what
caught
they
up.
doing now?
Yeah.
That whole thing with Iran,
Yeah.
Iran, my fault.
Yeah, yeah.
Iran.
And that's all false stuff. It's a
Come on,
fake,
man.
fake. It's
Another,
fake.
what's that?
It's fake.
False flag.
Yeah,
man.
another scared
Same
tactic.
thing they did with what's that? 9/11.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
what they did a false flag. Everybody, oh shit, we gotta go to
yeah,
war.
Yeah, yeah.
And matter of fact, check this. I'm gonna read this again for y'all,
That's crazy.
real quick.
That's
But see, this is the reason why we come out here.
That's crazy.
So this prophecy
That
right here.
scared tactics is something, boy. Make them all fall in, man.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me think.
That's why all this stuff is not really legal. All this stuff is eyes in the sky. This stuff's really not legal. It's scared tactics, man. Give you war, make it legalized, man. That stuff ain't real for real. They ain't supposed to do that.
Now watch this, man.
Where we live.
This Obadiah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. It's Obadiah chapter 1 and 1. It says the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, which is the so-called white man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. Right? So everybody's about to go to war with what? America. Why? Because the shit they're doing. Check it out. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So out of all these different heathens, the so-called white man is the lowest, man. They're the bottom of the totem pole. But that's how the Lord works. He set them up to be higher than all the heathen. Right? Check it out. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou, Salakia, deceived thee, though thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So America, that's what they basically saying right now. Who can fuck with us? And right now, if you really look at it in history, America is the reincarnation of Rome. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Empire was beast. They army, you couldn't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? The same way they doing with the American Empire. Don't nobody want no smoke with America. Now if you go back to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that's when they dropped the atomic bomb. When they dropped that joint, boom! Everybody was like, oh shit, we don't want no smoke. They want that everybody got in line. They fucking with America, right? So that's why like you got Trump talking heavy now. Like man, who gonna fuck with us? You know what I mean? Check it out. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. Alright, so America's sign is what? The eagle. And that's how they set themselves up. The same way with the Greek Empire, their sign was the eagle. The Roman Empire, their sign was the eagle. right? And when they said they set their nest in the stars, they got, like you said, brother, the satellites and all that shit. Set them up out there. But the Lord said he's going to bring them down. And yo, to prove that, you had an incident with, not too long ago, it was, NASA showed it was a satellite floating in the atmosphere and everything. And they had chariots with people called UFOs came and destroyed that satellite, man. Knocked it right out the air. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord not playing with it, man. Verse 5 says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You know what I'm saying? So Esau, they want it all. Where do you think Meek Mill get that mentality from? That song he got, I want it all.
Yeah.
That's how the so-called white man thinks. Because what they do, they go around the whole earth. Yo, they got military bases set up all over the world, man. Don't nobody got their military set up in America.
Never.
Exactly. But America has its military set up all over the world, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All types of military bases.
They want it all, and they know it's thieves, man. That's right, bro. Check it out. It says, how are these things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? Right? So now that's why the men of the Lord come out here and expose the things that Esau does, the so-called white man. And if you look at that whole tanker situation that just happened, they lied and tried to blame it on Iran. But Iran like, yo, we ain't do that shit. How much sense did that make for Iran to go at a Japanese oil tanker, which they invited the Japanese over to have peace talks. So that's like some double-minded shit. And they going against America because Iran is not selling their oil in American dollars no more. You know what I'm saying? They going with the whatever the Russians have. And that's what they've been setting up. So America, what they do once again, try to set up a false flag. And as so-called gangster as America's army is, they calling on all their allies to try to go fight for them, right? But watch this, bro. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him, man. So basically what that's saying is everybody that's at peace with America right now, they really not at peace when they can't stand it. Like when Trump went over there to Britain to talk to, what's her name, Theresa May and all that, they had those talks, they was chanting death to America, fuck Donald Trump and all that, you know what I'm saying? So these are people, and now America actually came out of Great Britain. That's like a daughter. America would be the daughter of Britain, man. You know what I'm saying? So now they hate them. Yeah, exactly.
England and all that.
That's right, bro. So what they do, now you got what, the Brexit, where Britain is backing out of the EU. Why? Because America. They like, man, fuck America.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see things like that, bro, it's like, damn, this shit really about to hit the fan, man.
Yeah.
You know, like the Lord ain't playing. Time is short. That's right, brother. That's right, brother. This is it, man. This the final.
Days is definitely longer.
That's right, bro. This the final. This the what you say, the final curtain call. Like Michael Jackson did with that tour. This is it. He said this the final curtain call, and that nigga checked out because they killed his ass. Yo, the Lord about to kill America, man. You know, and it's all written. Y'all come out here Saturdays, man. I'll be out here, bro.
Fall, and the rest of the nation is going to fall.
That's right, man. And who's next though? We are.
Yup.
You know, the Lord wants to set up His kingdom on earth. But before with any of what you say, taking over a shift of power is always a war. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is a man of war. So He gave Esau his power. He gave him his blessing. So he has to be the one to take it away from him. That's when you get these niggas like Jesse Jackass, Martin Lucifer King, you know, Malcolm X, all them dudes, you know. Them dudes, man. But them dudes, man, they was set up keep the people calm, basically. Tell them lies, man. You know, like the churches and all that, they set up to teach you lies, to keep you that like, we cool. No, man, the Lord written to fuck this place up, man. You know, and if people knew that, they probably, a lot of people will bug out, man, because they don't know how to take it or handle it, you know.
True that.
But hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know.
They don't know this right here. It has no value.
That's right, bro.
At all.
That's right.
It's just a lender.
It's paper.
It's just a
Yo,
lender.
they get.
There's
there
no
you go.
value at all.
Yo,
No
the Rothschilds can actually take a piece
Exactly.
of toilet tissue
Them
and
people,
write their
them the
name on
ones
it.
too.
Yup, they
The
can write their
Rothschilds,
name on it, like
them the
this is a $1 billion bill, and that's what it is. You know?
Yeah.
That's all that is paper.
Yeah,
and they
it's
put
just paper.
codes and all that shit
Yeah.
on them papers,
Yeah,
man.
because the real money is behind like the gold
There you
and
go,
all that
brother.
stuff. That's where
right.
the real money is.
That's right, brother.
That's what you could use
Yup.
like a metal
That's right,
for
brother.
something. You
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
the
This
barter
paper
system,
means nothing.
trade.
Yeah,
That's-
particle,
you know what I mean?
means
And
nothing.
like,
Trade
that's
gold.
land.
That's where that Trader Joe coming
That's right,
in.
brother.
Yup.
That's right, brother. Yup. Right, brother. Right, man. And yo, it gotta go back. It's about to go back to that.
Exactly.
In the up and coming times, because once this economy collapse, everybody gonna be back on that barter system, man. You know what you got? I'll trade you this for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be selling women, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be selling bullets,
Exactly.
selling the guns.
Exactly. Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Just for a fucking sandwich or
Yup.
something.
Just for grub,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
aid.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's what's
Yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
coming to
Yeah.
in this country. But these people right here, they don't believe it.
Yeah.
They don't see it.
No,
you know?
but they gonna be blind. They
Matter of
always
fact,
blind.
that-
They make the blind. They always blind, man.
That's right, bro.
Blind, man.
Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick before I get out of here. This is Second Ezra, chapter 16. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 17. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And that's the days we're talking about now, because Ezra's actually saw this, you know? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent to scourges for amendment. So the Lord is sending these for an amendment, for payback for what they did to us, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have 2/3 of our people that have to go through that for not listening right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, check it out. It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils go upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So yo, you got places like Ross, Marshalls, and then you got what's that on the internet? You got that drawing the Wish. Wish where they sell clothes cheap as hell, man.
Yeah.
But people thinking like, oh shit, I can buy this, I can buy that for real cheap. I'm cool. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? But they still like the world is still in uproar, man. That's just blinding. Alright? Check this out. Verse 22 it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. So that's what's coming to this place, man. You got concentration camps. Why do you think they have those mass coffins that throw a lot of bodies in? They said that they shall be cast out like dung. Dung is shit. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna throw your butt. You know what I'm saying? They got the guillotine. Yo, Clinton signed the guillotine back in for capital punishment back in '95, man. You know what I'm saying? But everybody like, oh, he was the first black president. Everybody loved him because the nigga played a fucking saxophone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas is retarded, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, he ain't charged. He ain't never lying. Yeah.
But I'm gonna read this again. Check it out. Just here. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine," and that's the worst way to go out, man. Because you ain't eating. That means your flesh is eating itself, man. So you just check out.
Like your back touching the
Yeah, that's a horrible way to go out, man.
yeah.
But it said many of these people shall die. You can go into these stores out here now and get your food. And actually, this food out here ain't even real food. You know what I'm saying? They got, this is GMOs. They got McDonald's. They've been telling people that they mix human meat inside the burger. But these niggas still go buy it.
That's why I thought, my man, I told him eat that McDonald's stuff, man.
Yeah, so they setting you up to be what, a cannibal?
Yeah.
Which, hey man, that's in Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
When it talks about Deuteronomy 28, and it talks about the people eating their children. You know what I'm saying? These women out here, man, they gonna be eating their own children. You know what I'm saying? Just for something to fill their belly with. But they so prepped towards it right now, they're gonna be like, damn, this tastes like a burger. You know what I'm saying? This tastes like McDonald's. Yeah. You know? Then that's crazy, bro.
It's a better steak, yo.
Yeah.
They eat this all the time, yo.
We had to eat poor little Ray Ray.
Exactly.
He was the fattest one. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit gonna be, bro. But it says, all right, verse 24 says, "There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men." So like you see, like right here, how it be popping on a Saturday night, you ain't gonna see none of that, man. Ain't nobody gonna be walking the streets. It's gonna look like a, what they say. Matter of fact, you ever see that movie Brooklyn Eli? Yeah. It's gonna be like that, man. You know? That's where it's coming
Like
to.
Rubbles and all that.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
It says, so that one man, here we go. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, man. So people gonna be honest. A lot of people are gonna get taken, but the Lord gonna have it. So a lot of people, or some people, be left behind. You know what I'm saying? When they come with them Gurga troops, and you start seeing military tanks on the streets and all that, snatching people up. Matter of fact, they showed you in that movie The Running Man. Back in every time, yo. Once you really get into it, yeah. Once you really start getting into it, man, that's when Satan wanna show his head and all that, man. You know. But they can't stop the truth, you know? But all these things, man, all these things have to happen, man. But I'm about to get out of here, man.
Yeah, everything got to come in place, man.
That's right, brother.
Everything's already set up, man.
'Cause I didn't even know it was that late, but it's cool, though.
Yeah.
Because it's the spirit, man.
I know that's
you know,
right.
you can't push the spirit.
No,
when the
you can't
spirit's
stop
on,
that.
you gotta
Can't stop it, man.
Gotta keep it pushing, you know?
Stop it, man.
But with that, man, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Honors and salutations to Austin Seakim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing his word in honesty, sincerity, charity, and his sound doctrine. And death to America! Shalom. Fuck this place, man.
That's crazy.